guys have been rocking with me for a while, go support the new Scrap Naturals tanks.
None of y'all stopping me, don't need to ask. Chopping trees, planting seeds, plotting schemes, crossing lines, dotting T's. Lines are blurred, I cannot see. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, I'm top 3.
He's telling me how many reps I gotta do. Okay. Okay. What is going on, YouTube? Back with the Prez, back from my California trip. Another car ride introduction. Today I'm en route to the gym, guys. It's not that nice out. And down in Cali, I was doing a lot of body weight reps, right? I was out at the park every morning, 7 a.m. Actually, probably like 6:30. I was getting there, hitting fasted workouts every day just because the time difference, right? So I was getting up early, getting these fasted body weight reps in. So today, on my way to the gym, we're going to be doing a heavy leg day today. Remember, guys, even though I said I want to take a break from the heavy weighted training, you know, weighted dips and the weighted pulls, doesn't mean I'm going to stop training my legs, right? You still want to be able to have your body feel heavy loads, right? To get that central nervous system to fire up and stay adapted to heavy weights, right? So if I just completely stop touching heavy weights in general, meaning I don't pull heavy anything, I don't dip heavy anything, and then I stop squatting, my body would literally just lose its effect or its sensitiveness to heavy loads, right? And it would basically be like when I decide to go back to it, I would have to start from square one. And I don't want that to happen at all. So leg day today, guys. We're going to be squatting. And if you guys training body weight, listen, if you guys want to build muscle in your legs, squats are going to be your best bet. Yes, you can do machines, leg press, hack squats and everything, but squats are going to give you that systemic effect, right? You're going to be able to load the bar up with external load, heavy, and your body's going to be able to feel that weight, stabilize that weight. Whereas when you go on machines, all that stability aspect is taken away. So, see you in the gym. All right, guys, starting the routine off with my standard squat warm-up. I've talked about this movement many times. It's an excellent way to prime the lower body before you get into your heavy squat sets. So what I like to do is I like to do single leg stabilization, 10 to 15 second holds on each leg. The non-working leg, we want to rotate the pelvis higher, which is going to mimic that deeper squat position. I don't want you guys to think about raising the knee. I want you to think about rotating the pelvis higher, which again will help you mimic that position when you're in the deep squat. So a 10 to 15 second hold on each leg will wake up the ankle stabilizers, the hip stabilizers, and the knee stabilizers, and allow your body to get into that deeper range of motion in the squat more comfortably. So right after the holds on each leg, we go into 3 deep squats to really loosen up and open everything up. A couple warm-up sets. If you guys have been rocking with me for a while, go support the new Scrap Naturals tank. All right, getting into the working set now. This is the top set, number 1. We have 275 pounds on the bar. Last time I worked with this weight was prior to me going away last week, and I hit 3 sets of 3, taking long breaks. The 275 was definitely tough. So today I said I want to hit 1 top set and do better than 3 reps, and then I plan on doing back off sets. So this is my first day back after traveling 6 hours on the flight home from California. And what I like to do during my flights, literally every hour I get up and I hit 50 air squats in the bathroom. So I ended up hitting about 250 air squats the day before doing this, and my legs were feeling slightly fatigued. So initially I was going to go for a few sets of the 275, hit a couple sets of 4, but after this first set, and you can see, look at this 4th rep, how slow the rep takes, right? That 1 rep alone probably took 5 seconds. That's almost hitting failure. If I would have attempted this weight again, there was no way I would have hit another 4 reps. So I decided to do 1 top set at 275, and then we went right here into our back off set, which is 245. So we'll get about a 3-minute break in between each set, and the goal with this 245 is to hit 6 to 8 clean reps. So 2 main working sets for legs or for squats today for our main leg exercise, and then we're going to finish off the rest of the routine after this. So stay tuned. Let's go. And you're going to notice, even on this set with 245, these last few reps, the bar speed really starts to slow down. That's the nervous system really starting to get fatigued and work really, really hard. Look at this last rep, rep number 6. Again, probably a 4 to 5 second rep on its own. Training like that, pushing like that, really takes a toll on the nervous system. So if you do too much of that, it's going to fatigue your body to the point where you're going to overtrain and risk injuring yourself.
Of squats, both sets, I pretty much aimed for failure. And if I would have pushed this other one, I would have fired my nervous system. So dips down before I really overdo it. So 2 sets of heavy dips today, a couple warm-up sets, let's go.
Alright, getting into the working sets now. Loading up 160 pounds for the first working set. And now in my head I wanted to honestly get 160 for 3 plus. And then I wanted to increase the load and keep hitting some singles until I maxed out with singles. Because I haven't really maxed out since the competition or hit any heavy dips since then. So here's the first working set at 160. I hit the 3 reps relatively smooth. And then I go for a 4th, and you're going to see what happens here. So, 160 pounds, let's go. Alright, about to try the 4th rep, and you're going to see here, halfway up, I noticed that I was not going to make the rep, and I didn't want to force and try to push this rep out, because that was going to have a toll or take a toll on the next single sets that I want to do. And if I failed here, I probably would have failed in the next set. So instead of forcing that last rep out, I just decided to give it up. I was happy with the 3 with 160, and then we move on to heavier weight. Alright, you can see that 170 moved relatively smooth. Yes, the rep was kind of slow, but that's what happens when the rep is hard, right? You got to grind, you got to work for it. So I took about another 4 or 5 minute break here. Last working set, we have 180 pounds strapped on. I hit more than this in the competition. I hit 195 in competition. But again, since then I also started to cut the calories a little bit, went on a slight cut, and I haven't really trained strength that often since the competition about 3 weeks ago. So I have a little bit of desensitivity to the weights, but I was still able to push out the 180 for one solid rep. Alright, after that set of 180 for one, I rested about 90 seconds and I threw a band around my neck, and I wanted to do a max set of max reps using accommodating resistance. Remember, the band is going to relieve tension at the bottom but force more tension at the top of the rep. So this is going to help you increase speed and power, because the band's going to snap you down on the negative faster. You got to control it, and you got to explode up. So we hit one clip of 20 reps of band resisted dips to end off the dip work for the day.
Alright guys, we're going to superset the last 2 exercises of the day, both for our legs. We're doing a hamstring exercise, superset with calves. These are my 2 favorite bodyweight leg exercises that help build a lot of muscle.
So we're ending the routine off with our lower body again, and we're going to be hitting specifically the posterior chain of the legs. 2 exercise superset for 3 rounds, back to back to back. Exercise 1 are these glute ham raises, and it's just 6 reps. Just recently I hit a max set of 10, so now I want to increase the volume, go 3 sets of 6, back to back to back, to increase the volume to 18 for my working sets. So right after the glute ham raises, we bring the camera over to the back side of the equipment, and we're going to hit my favorite calf exercise. I prefer to do these bodyweight calf exercises, or this movement right here, over any loaded calf exercise. I could go on the leg press machine and I could do calf extensions with over 300 pounds. But the stimulus and the mind-muscle connection I get with this type of calf raise right here, body weight, single leg at a time, where I get to really emphasize the stretch, because my foot gets the hang off the ledge, really eccentrically load the calf, holding a 25-pound plate in the opposite hand. I do 3 sets of 10 on each leg as a superset after the glute ham raises, and this really lights the calves up. It's going to help you build a ton of muscle, and it's going to help you fall in that 6 to 12, even 6 to 20 rep range, and pretty much hit failure on your calves, right? Which is pretty hard to do when you're doing them loaded on a machine. You could just rep these out if you're going even with heavy loads, right? So body weight with just a 25-pound plate in the opposite hand, the 10 reps is relatively hard. And you're going to see on this better angle when I'm doing my left, you can see the engagement and actually how much calf muscle I actually have. So if you guys talk crap and say I don't train calves, this is proof I always train my calves.
Don't tell me how you feel, cause all them feelings change. Sorry, I'm just being real. Yeah, that ain't how you build. I'm just being real. Started down below, now we made it up the hill. Don't tell me how you feel, what you think don't pay the bills. Sorry, I'm just being real. Okay, that ain't how you build. That ain't how you build. All these rappers dead, check the post, and they all love to talk, you know they do that shit the most. Think you on my level, boy, but you ain't even close. Yeah, it's all about approach. Stay alive, stay afloat, or buy a boat. It ain't chicken if you got it, but none of my homies had it. None of that ever mattered. We flipped it and made it happen. Took every loss they handed and used it to our advantage. The fear of never making it turned me into a savage. Don't think you understand it, I overstay my demands. If a label try to sign, I want everything in advance. Talk about falling off, but look at the way I land. Yeah, it's easy here to stay, and I'm fucking up all your plans. Look, I pen it down, I've been around for a while now. Shooting from long distance, they gon' catch you from a mile out. Rolling with the death squad, we don't like to wild out. Step into the fight, take a shot and throw the towel down, yeah. Don't tell me how you feel, cause all them feelings change. Sorry, I'm just being real. Yeah, that ain't how you build. I'm just being real. Started down below, now we made it up the hill. Don't tell me how you feel, what you think don't pay the bills. Sorry, I'm just being real. That ain't how you build. That ain't how you build. Yeah, you thought it was a joke. Kinda hard to laugh with my hands around your throat. Got a lot to say, I hope them words make you choke. See, I try to mind my business, but can't help being provoked. Nah, yeah, getting down to business. Nobody has ever witnessed somebody you came and did it, supplying with every shipment, relying on repetition. Consistency is the difference. Survival of the fittest, like dying to make a living. Look, I know you heard of me, work with a certain urgency. Said when he heard the beat, he turned that shit into a murder scene. Caution tape means it's often too late. Step to me wrong, get the chainsaw, it's off at your face. I swim with the sharks, they riding my waves. Spent all my days and my time in the cage, and make it in life to sign it away. Too much money to count in a day, I want it all for the team. Splitting all of that equal. I'ma take over the world and give it right back to the people. Whoa. Don't tell me how you feel, cause all them feelings change. Sorry, I'm just being real. Yeah, that ain't how you build. I'm just being real. Started down below, now we made it up the hill. Don't tell me how you feel, what you think don't pay the bill. Sorry, I'm just being real. That ain't how you build. 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 None of y'all stopping me, don't need to ask. Chopping trees, planting seeds, plotting schemes, crossing I's, dotting T's. Lines are blurred, I cannot see. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, look, this is the moment I waited. I took all my options and weighed them. This is an obstacle course, but the losses are fatal. I still put my cards on the table. This is the march for the people who waited. I basically started a label and told myself I'm the greatest. Yet in my way, it's a problem, there's no other way I can say it. Taking your favorite rappers and making a list. Wiping my ass when I'm taking a shit. You think it'll go? I am an eagle. I take him and drop his ass off of the cliff. Off of the rip, off of the strength. You shooting your shot, but you shooting off blanks. Clip has been loaded, I don't sugarcoat it. I'm taking their bodies and building a fence. Making a soup of what's left. Wearing my suits with a vest. They told me shoot for the chest, but I went for the head and instead caught him somewhere in the neck. I gotta call and collect. There is a cause and effect. Taking my loss with respect, cause I know when I win, they gon' see me as a threat. I'm talking from east to the west. I say I'm the greatest, but I ain't the greatest. A lot of these rappers are great.
One thing I want to point out, right? So you guys are going to notice that when I'm doing the left leg, the weight goes into my left hand. When I'm training the right leg, the weight was held in my right hand for the last 2 sets. On the first set, I held the weight in the opposite hand, which is what I usually do when I'm doing single leg exercises. Holding the weight in the opposite hand is going to increase the core stability needed. But what I noticed is when I was doing it with these calf raises, it was messing up my stability. It was forcing my body to almost angle towards the side of the weight. So keeping the weight on the same side as the working leg helps you balance a little better, or for my case, helps me balance better with this particular movement. So on the third set, after I hit the 10 and 10 in each leg, I put the plate in both hands and I did one burnout set of both legs together for as many reps as I can. I think I caught maybe 10 to 15 reps here. And before we finished the routine, as I was walking out, I saw that the TRX straps were open, and I ended up doing one set for my shoulders on there. Stay tuned, let's go. So as I was walking out, I noticed that it's not even a TRX, it's some rope that my gym has set up in a random spot, and it's usually uneven, but I noticed it was even today and it was very low. So I said, let's do some ring or some rope flies, which I just really wanted to focus on, again, shoulder mobility, being able to open my shoulder as wide as possible, abduct the arm as wide as possible while controlling the scapula, right? I really wasn't trying to flex the chest here. It was really solely for shoulder mobility and scapular movement. And after this, guys, that was a wrap for the routine.
No sad story, I ain't here for a symphony, no sympathy. When I was on the bench, you wouldn't sit with me. Now I'm on the court and I'm balling, my time's coming.